Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the men's room.
And away we go. Welcome to show number 2,863. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, Robin Fox, and my cock.
Montgomery!
And you are in the men's room. On tap today, the random question is back. Your guess is as good as mine categories, athletes, and light beer. The return of Ask the Men's Room. Get ready to play Profile This. Plus headlines, the men's room shot of the day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted.
Click back, drinkity drunk.
All right, here we go. Not good news as multiple Costco and Sam's Clubs in Virginia switched the regular gas for the diesel kind.
Oopsie.
Meanwhile, a crocodile in Indonesia eats a very important man, and the villagers then lose their minds. Jaguar escapes from New Orleans Zoo and goes on an all-you-can-eat night out. Teen mowing lawn has very Florida reason to scream and shout. And Georgia cops decide woman's fate with a coin flip. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, let's face it. Nature, seemingly all about new and inventive ways to kill you. And if not kill you, then just scare the living bejesus out of you. For example, we brought this up before, but there's a woman in Australia. She's on a boat. She's bitten by a shark. To add insult to injury, the shark then pulled the woman out of the boat and into the crocodile-infested waters. The good news is the shark left her alone after that. There's another kid in Florida. He was bitten by a snake while he was mowing the lawn. Instead of worrying about that snake bite that he had just gotten, what he really worried about was the other snake bite he got by the other snake that bit him. Because now nature has snakes teaming up on us. Like I said, nature's out to get you. Scientists in the Amazon, they discovered a new species of wasp. That's already great news. And of course, its stinger is both longer and wider than other wasps. And we have more details about this wasp, and frankly, I'm going to be honest, it only gets scarier from there. And then one last little trick up nature's sleeve. There's a brush fire. 'Tis the season, right? Then the brush fire meets a tornado and becomes a fire-nado. They're saying, wow, that's scary. And then thankfully, the tornado moves into a river. And then it becomes a water spout. And you caught the whole thing on video. Just saying, nature's out to get you. These are some of the stories that we saw that led to many, many questions. Questions we'd like to ask you in the form of a random question, and this is how it works. You call us. We will ask you a question at complete random, and after you share your answer, we'll share with you the news story that inspired said question.
Be part of the big show on the random question. Call 844-999-OLA. Like the Men's Room on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live. And send those emails to the Men's Room at mensroomlive.com. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Over Charles Hand, away we go. Welcome to show number 2,863. What a large and charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. I believe right now, actually, this is a repeat.
This is a repeat. This is a
your
past
guess
repeat.
is as good as mine. The categories will be athletes and light beer.
We already did that.
Which one? Light athletes or light beer?
Both of them. It was the Labor Day episode that we did.
Oh, you're right.
Live from Madison Square Garden in 2022.
I'll be damned.
And those are the same ones we did.
I will be damned. All right, well, you're going to hear that again. That's your categories coming up on Your Guess is as Good as Mine. The return of Ask the Men's Room coming up. We'll drink a toast with a shot of the day, another round of Profile This. And today is the day we do our random question. 844-999-OLA.
Random.
Hello, Gunner. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Random.
Hola.
Hola. How you doing today, Gunner?
I'm doing good. The weather is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, well,
Funny thing about summer.
you're not listening on our Greenland affiliate then, are you? All right, let's take a look here.
No, not at the moment.
Okay. You're not on our Antarctica affiliate, I'm assuming then.
No, I wasn't there.
Okay.
I was only there last year.
And you're not listening in Siberia. Actually, it's beautiful there in
Actually,
Siberia.
I was gonna say, it's pretty warm right
it's
now.
55 degrees. They don't do that. They do the metrics, so whatever that is. All right, let's go to this one, Gunner. What group did you join or think about joining? What group have you been a part of?
What group have I been a part of?
Could have been student council.
Could have been the Klan.
Yeah,
I don't know.
whatever you like.
I don't know.
Oh, God.
No, I mean Wu-Tang. Come on, man. Why does everyone always go to KKK? Damn.
Some people
Well,
like to go to AA meetings just for fun.
Just for fun.
Yeah, others. Well, they like smoking cigarettes.
Well, it's a chipper group.
It's really it's the wrong sell. It should
Now it's
be,
like Smokers Anonymous.
It should be. Do you like to smoke? Come here and talk about Jesus.
Right.
We'll throw in a splash of alcohol. But no. But it's a once, twice a week. Depends on how many times you want to go. What group have you joined?
Well, if I'm being completely honest, for groups that I have joined, I'm actually a member of the musicians union.
Okay, that's
Like
pretty
that-
cool.
Why wouldn't you say that? That's. So what happens when you join the music? So I'm a musician. I'm not part of the musicians union. What advantages do you get being a part of it?
Well, the biggest advantage that you get from being a part of it is you have this pretty large organization backing you for when people are trying to be shady and they don't want to pay you.
All right.
So essentially, it's like the labor unions, but just for musicians. Because I mean, as a
things
working
are much
drummer,
shadier.
I've had people, I've had to come after people before for payment.
But isn't that just part of being a band? Like I recall that. Like I assumed that any quote unquote paid gig that we had at the time, like we'll get paid. But not tonight, and not without getting back.
Not till Schmuffy finishes his coke in the back
Cocaine, right.
office room at 3 a.m. You're not getting paid.
Yeah, you got those guys. So
Well,
if you're a musician, but wait, if I'm in a band with you, would they rep the whole band, or does it still just rep you?
It depends on who you sign on as. So, like, I'm signed on as myself, and I actually don't know how it works if they do represent groups or not. To be completely honest, you probably could.
I was gonna say, what I'm asking is this: so most people that I know are not part of that are musicians. So, would you be a pain in the ass to have in my band? In other words,
If I was in the union,
we're not in the union. You are. Do you make things more difficult, or does that help us out?
To be honest, that probably helps you,
Okay.
unless somebody is just being just an all-around a-hole.
Okay. And are you? How many bands are you in, Gunner?
Well, at the moment, I play drums for 3 or 4 artists who write their own stuff, and then
Okay. The smart money.
that's-
See, it makes
that's kinda
sense
my
for
main
you to
gig,
do
and
that.
then-
Then.
And then I got, I do my own thing.
No, I got you. That makes sense. If you're a session player, it makes a lot more sense.
All right. The reason we asked, what group
And
did
it means
you
you're good.
did you join or think about joining? Ever wonder what it's like to live in the Buff? Here's your chance. The Cypress
Where?
Live in the Buff.
Oh, in the Buff.
In the Buff. The Cypress Cove Nudist Resort in lovely Kissimmee, Florida, is holding an open house.
Okay.
The resort will offer guests a free tour, a pool party, and, are you ready for this, complimentary food. The open house is a Cypress Cove tradition. Guests can visit the resort at no cost and get a first-hand experience with no pressure to be nude. The resort's website said, stay clothed and relax by the lake or bring a towel. Shed your clothes and beat the heat. Beat the heat on the beach.
The heat.
The heat.
Beat the heat on the beach.
Yes. The resort said it
I'm
offers...
sorry, officer. I misread that.
The resort said it offers on-site dining, a hair and nail salon. So if you wanted to groom up, you could
Hair and nail.
hair and nail, a massage center. Oh, Al's going. A boutique, bicycle and golf cart rentals. Oh, now that would be.
I'm
all
not
right.
renting a
Yeah.
bike.
Oh, I would definitely
At
do
a
it.
nudist colony? Dude, I'm just saying, because that's a naked ass on the
Could
seat.
you
Just
imagine?
keep that in mind.
Could you imagine the freedom of being in a golf cart fully naked?
That I would dig.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That would be great.
Why does that appeal to us?
I don't know. A fully equipped gym.
Because golf carts are fun.
And you're naked.
Yeah, it's like the
why not?
ultimate freedom.
I mean, you could have a beer there. You're drinking, man. You get your wang.
Did you hear
out.
that, United States military? The ultimate freedom is riding naked in a golf cart.
Fully equipped gym. Y'all spot for you. Could you imagine spotting for someone on bench press there? Just basically dangling over him like, you need a lift, bro? All right, I got to know.
Well, I know, like, in the pool, you guys still got to wear a bathing suit. I think maybe the gym, you should throw a little something over the junk.
At a nudist, do you have to put on a bathing suit at the pool?
Dude, I would spot.
I'm pretty sure that's one of the only rules at a nudist place.
And that's, I just
like
read
pools
something
and hot
recently.
Tubs, you got to cover up.
Well, apparently, and I think maybe I'd heard this before, but they just revealed that if you go diving in a pool and everyone's eyes are red, they bitch about the chlorine, it's not the chlorine.
Dude, I'd just be there spotting on bench.
It's pee, and believe it or not, poop is more dangerous than the pee in the water, but when it mixes with chlorine, that's what makes your eyes red. Okay. It's not too much chlorine in the water.
Keep in mind, honest to God, this resort, again, on-site dining, hair and nail salon, massage center, a boutique, bicycle and golf cart rentals, a fully equipped gym and fitness room, a private beach with fire pits, a sun deck, docks, canoes, kayaks, paddle boards, and pedal boats.
I mean, it sounds great, man.
It really does. I mean, honest to God, that's a lot of stuff, right? I mean, you got to look. You can hang out by the pool. You can go to the beach. You can play tennis. You can go to the gym.
I'm not playing tennis naked.
You can get a massage. Well, they have ball boys that go out and grab them.
It's not that, man. But I mean, one errant ball, man. It's just different.
Okay.
They call that skin on skin contact.
That's
Random.
It sounds lovely. It really does.
Honest to God, it sounds great.
My favorite is who are your neighbors, because it's never like the movies. Think about the average person you see. That's the person that
He don't call kissing me for nothing.
you know. I'm talking about.
You're gonna kiss me.
Hello, Justin. Welcome to the men's room. Hello, Justin.
Oh, hello.
Hola.
Hola, bichola.
Hola there, Justin. Let's see here. What do we got? All right, Justin. Let's go this one. You can count.
We don't know that.
Justin, what number child are you in the lineup there?
Number one.
You're the number one. Are you the only?
Out of how many?
Out of four.
Oh.
right.
What's the age difference?
The youngest is 18 years older than me, or 18 years younger than me.
So, as far as growing up, you're the oldest, all these siblings. How much responsibility did you end up taking for all of your siblings? Parents say, oh, you're old enough now. We're going to go out and do this, that, and the other.
Oh, a lot. I mean, my parents worked a lot, so I got home from school. I had to make them dinner, tuck them into bed, everything like that,
So what do they think of you now? When they look back and say, man, he was always cool. Did you ever resent them and give them a noogie? I mean, what about now?
Oh, no.
As an adult, did that end up making you more responsible as a human being now?
I would like to think so, but I do some things not so responsible. But
Yeah, you got to think about that.
Sure, everybody
Like,
does.
You probably don't have a problem whipping up a meal for 2 or 3 people. You know what I mean? Just general things that you don't think are...
What about laundry? Did you have to do
Right.
their laundry too?
No, my mom was very strict about laundry. When I did it, she didn't like how I did it, so she just told me not to do it.
My mother was the opposite. My mother was like, you're 13. This is how you use the water. And frankly, I don't care how you do it. And what I discovered quickly was don't wash red and white together.
Is your youngest brother or sister still in school, I guess?
Just graduated, my younger sister.
Oh, so all the kids are grown up then and done.
Yes.
And they all wore your clothes, I'm guessing.
If they liked them.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's a pretty good number. The reason we asked what number child are you? Here's another thing baby boomers used to do before they ruined society, according to the story. Middle children, believe it or not, are going extinct. According to new data, and it's because no one wants to have 3 or more kids anymore. 2 is fine.
Oh, I thought it's because you were hunting them down.
Basically, after you have 2, you're just like, that is enough.
Yeah.
And I speak the truth on that one. Back in the late 1970s, 59% of mothers had 3 or more kids. Today, that's down to 32% and dropping steadily still all the time. Also, the majority of people said 3 or 4 kids was ideal back in the 70s. Today, the answer is no way. Top answer, 2 children. A lot of that just basically has to do with financial, the ramifications.
Most of it has to do with that. I mean, you didn't have as many 2 sets of working parents, all that. But as time's gone, look, the cost of living has gone up much slower than the cost of inflation.
Sure. And not only that, but if you want your kids to go to college, you want them to get a higher education, whatever that deal is, it's unrealistic to think that you can do it for any more than
I would say the
2
big
children.
thing is people need to realize is that crap is cheap. right? Stuff you don't need is much cheaper now. So you can get awesome TVs. You can get great cars. So this
Right.
And like actual food and housing is gone through the...
But that's kind of how you do it. Like, look, we will... The comforts of home, because you're right, great TV, all this stuff. The comforts of home, we will definitely reduce the price. Hell, you can just stream movies directly to your living room now. You don't even need a remote. Just say somebody's name and they'll do it for you, right? But the cost of your kids' education, or clothing, and everything else, that's 10 times more than
In 1960, it cost $200,000 to raise a child to the age of 18. In 2013, that was up to $245,000. And a study found that there's a direct connection now between having more money and having more kids. In other words, the main thing standing in the way of people having big families is that they feel that they just can't afford it. That's all it is.
Yes.
That's
I mean, but
you know why?
that's what, as an
It's
adult,
expensive.
that's what you base a lot of decisions on.
Random.
Man, oh man.
Not everybody.
Not everybody, but look, here's the thing. Even if you're irresponsible with money, you still wouldn't want a ton of kids, because the kids take away your irresponsibility money.
Yeah.
That's the problem, you see. Hello, Vaughn. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello, naked ladies.
Hola.
How are you, Vaughn?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. Well, let's go with this one. What were you exposed to? What do you believe that you were exposed to?
Could have been chicken pox, could have been porn.
What was that?
So it could have been chicken pox, it could have been porn.
Yeah, I got chicken pox when I was a kid, but I want to say that I was exposed to maybe a little radiation from Hanford.
Were you working there? Did you live in the area? What?
No, it was just a rumor that my family said, because we lived down on the Columbia River, so they always said that we might be swimming in radiation, and it's a joke, basically, in the family.
It might be a joke, but
it might be.
It might be a joke. There's a place by my house where
it might be.
They recommend, it's a park where people go to, and they recommend at Gasworks, don't sit down. Yeah. Don't put a blanket down. Like they regraded, they put new topsoil down. But we had a caller, and he worked in exactly that type of field. Mm-hmm. And I asked point blank, if you went down there, would you sit down? And he said, absolutely not.
I would not go there. I would not take my
family there.
Oddly enough, every July 4th, about 200,000 people
go to this place and watch fireworks.
Yeah, maybe they should just not have it open.
But at this point, I think it's one of those things where it's like, look, it's too late to say it. Once people know that you knew, they get mad, right? So we can say this all we want. People are still going to go. It just doesn't matter.
I want to say that there was a guy that stole a car in San Antonio that was a federal car with some agents in it. They basically stole plutonium and uranium or something out of the back of a car and have no idea what the hell it is.
You need to understand this, all right? These federal agents were dispatched to San Antonio, Texas, specifically to recover these items, all right? Specifically to go there. So, and these are dangerous. They're from the Department of Energy, all right? They're from the Idaho National Laboratory, blah, blah, blah. They go to San Antonio to get this very dangerous stuff. What are they? Yeah, a plastic-covered disc of plutonium, cesium, which is highly radioactive, all this stuff, all right? They get this stuff, they put it in whatever containers you're supposed to put it in, and then before they drive back to Idaho, they put the rental car in the parking lot of a motel. They're going to spend the night. When they get up the next morning, someone has broken into the car and stolen the cases that have the plutonium and the cesium.
You don't want to accidentally open that.
Guess where they found them?
What is this?
They didn't.
Right.
Oh. And the thing is, they don't think it's like some terrorist thing. They said, look, the neighborhood they were in, they call suspect, right? So, it's a bad neighborhood there. They think someone just broke in, saw the cases, figured something valuable, which there is, and stole.
Here's another one on what were you exposed to. That's kind of weird. Noting black spots in her iris, Ashley McCrary diagnosed with ocular melanoma. I was like, wow, I know two people who've had this cancer, which is strange because it doesn't happen very often. It's basically cancer of the eyeball. And to say that's an understatement, between 5 out of 6 of 1 million people are diagnosed with a rare eye cancer. Yet, Ashley McCrary had 2 friends that also had eye cancer. What did they have in common? What the hell do they do to that box every time? I don't know either. They attended Auburn University in Alabama together. Another Auburn alum was also diagnosed. So the women, they started a Facebook page to look for other alums dealing with the same cancer. 36 people 36 war eagles, tigers, whatever they are today.
Depends on the day.
Yeah, have been diagnosed with cancer of the eyeball. And
normally 5 or 6 people out of 1 million.
Correct. Yeah, right. And now you've got 36 in that one area alone.
Jeez.
And they don't know. It's not the county. It's not the town of Auburn. It is specifically Auburn University.
Is it just like one dorm building?
They don't know. That's they don't know.
There's got to be something that links all those people together.
Well, maybe. I mean, I don't know what their science program is like, but I mean, if you're a student, I have no idea, man. That's. I would not send my kid to Auburn right now. Said I got accepted. You're not going.
There you go. Random question, 844-999-OLA. Hold the line, more your calls coming up. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
Hola, bitch, hola. You have entered the men's room.
Your guess is as good as mine. Coming up, the categories today will be athletes from around the world and your favorite light beers. Your guess is as good as mine. Coming up right after the random question. 844-999-OLA.
Random.
Hello,
random,
Cheyenne.
random,
Welcome
random,
to the men's room.
Random.
Hola.
Hola.
Cheyenne, welcome to the show. Let's see what we got here for you. All right, let's go with this one. What bit you, and where did it bite you, Cheyenne?
Let's see. Well, I had a spider bite me in the while I was sleeping. Bite me in the cash and prizes, if you will.
Cash
You're kidding me.
and prizes.
Down in the entertainment and dining area?
Yes.
Huh.
And the next time he had an orgasm, he shot a web.
Wow. That's
How did you wake up when it bit you, or did you wake up like the following morning and say there's something wrong?
Well, the following morning, I just kind of woke up and felt, everything wasn't right. And I kind of looked and went, well, that wasn't there last night.
Was it just like a bump, or did all the cash and prizes swell?
It was a huge bump, basically.
okay.
And what did you think? I'm just curious. What did you think? Hey, man, it's a spider bite. Did you think, oh my God, I'm having a herpes outbreak? I mean, what did you honestly think?
Well, honestly, like at the time, we'd been having spiders in the house, and I hadn't done anything, if you know what I mean. So,
what was the what kind of spiders did you have? What do you think?
The penis biting type, Miles.
The worst.
I mean, I don't know like the exact species, of course, but like just your average house spider, basically.
All right. Is it a brown recluse spider or is it recluse? Do we know?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I feel like
either.
I go to nature documentaries, learn how to say things, and I swear they say it both ways, like in the same episode.
They say, sometimes those will bite you and you'll get a little bit of swelling and a bump. Other times your whole arm will swell up. Other times you need to go to the hospital. So I don't know what the difference is. I know for a fact
it might just be you. I don't know if it's like a bee sting, maybe.
Yeah, black widow's bad. I mean, we know that's a bad sting. But they always say the brown recluse or whatever is the worst. I mean, worst as far as North America.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't think of anything else.
That's the one I've heard.
I don't want to be bit by a camel spider.
I don't want anything to do with the camel spider because it's big. Like, a tarantula is not dangerous. It doesn't matter if it's dangerous. It's big and it's hairy.
It can't take a chunk out of you if it wants to.
What, a tarantula?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it can bite you. I think it's like
it's just not venomous.
Snakes that are venomous or not, right?
Like I could bite you, but I'm not venomous.
Right, like I still don't want the non-venomous snake biting me.
Mm-hmm. Right. Reason we asked what bit you and where did it bite you? Something bit the hell out of Castle's neck. Did you guys see that?
I did, but it's weird. He says it's a spider, and I asked him, was it like a bucktooth spider? Just the way it was spaced out, it's 3 lumps next to each other.
Yeah, he was.
So I'm like, did it bite you
eat
3 separate times?
I don't know.
Does it have 3 big ass teeth? Yeah, it's really weird, man.
A teenager was recently mowing a lawn when he was attacked by snakes. Connor Stoll has wounds on the back of his right leg from where he was bitten by 2 snakes while he was doing yard work just outside of Jacksonville, Florida.
And his parents made him do it.
The 17-year-old was using a push lawnmower, which sucks because as a kid, let's be honest with you, parents too cheap to buy your riding lawnmower.
They're not going to buy your riding lawnmower.
Sucks because they know you're doing it. If they were cutting the grass, guess when they're going to buy? Guess when they buy a riding lawnmower? The day you move out.
Oh yeah.
Just to go F you.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit here and ride now. You know what I mean? It's about time we got a riding lawnmower,
though, right? Like the lawn I grew up with, I wanted one. My lawn was not big enough.
Well, then it doesn't need it.
If your lawn is massive, yes, you have a riding lawnmower. But when you have one of those lawns that's in between, like you could have a riding lawnmower without looking ridiculous. If your kid is doing it, they got the
they push it. and they rake it, and they do all that stuff.
But there's a couple of reasons. As a father, I know the reason I will tell my children is, hey, man, I want to teach you responsibility. And on some level, that's true. The other reason is the longer it takes you to do it, the longer you're out of my hair, frankly.
I'm telling you right now, man, as soon as you move out, riding lawnmower.
Oh, yeah.
Works every day. It's just like, yeah.
And a nice vacation.
Yeah, exactly.
I swear to God, man, I moved out of my parents' house, and it was 3 days later. My father calls me and says, hey, how's the new place? I'm like, oh, it's great, man. He's like, hey, I just want to let you know, man, I'm going to need you to come by the house periodically. Me and your mother are going to Brazil for 2 weeks. I'm like, I just lived there. You guys are going to Brazil? He goes, yeah. I said, well, why didn't you book this trip? Like, when I lived there, I'd love to do that. And he was honest. He said, I took 3 weeks of the grocery bill that we spent on your ass, and it turns out we could afford to go to Brazil, so we're going to Brazil. He's like, mate, you ate your way. I was like, are you kidding? He's like, no.
Okay. Wow. The 17-year-old using the push mower when the snakes struck him on his calf and knocked him down, according to News 4 Jacksonville. I fell to the ground, and I went over and moved to our truck and just sat there and tried to stop the bleeding from my leg. According to Connor, be the first to know, but Stoll, God damn it. But Stoll went to an area hospital where he was treated for 7 hours, but doctors told the teenager it could have been worse since the venom from the snakes never entered his body. The 17-year-old did not capture the snakes that attacked him.
Venom? What the hell bit him?
But he said his doctors thought the snakes might have been some sort of rattlesnake because of how high it bit him up on his leg. Stroll, by the way, is a young entrepreneur. He owns his own lawn service since he was 10 years old.
Hey,
nice.
Like Mr.
Good for him.
What was his name? The kid in Ohio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right. In spite of the recent run-ins with the snakes, he told the television station he'll continue to mow lawns. The encounter did give him some caution, and he offered advice for those who come in contact with snakes. Watch out for snakes, and don't mess with them.
Thank you.
Because it hurts a ton. Thank you, Connor.
That Connor.
Don't mess with
He's
snakes.
a quick study.
It hurts a ton. Random question. 844-999. Ola, more of your calls coming up here in seconds.
Hola! The shenanigans continue on the Men's Room Radio Network.